Hey YouTube, what's going on? How's everybody today? It's nice to hear. So I'm gonna rub one out really quick today because I have to accompany my ex-girlfriend. She wants a friend to go with her to get a sonograph because she's pregnant. So I have to go just get this out of the way because I don't have time later. So today I want to talk about a band called the Cave Singers. The Cave Singers 2007 album, Invitation Songs, released on Matador Records. Cave Singers are this kind of indie rock meets folk rock kind of band. They play more of a traditional brand of folk rock. They don't play that kind of crazy freak folk Devendra Banhart kind of shit. This stuff is more traditional sounding, and they use a lot of I guess traditional folk music, mainly acoustic guitars and banjos, and melodica, harmonicas, tambourines. There's tambourines on here. Which one am I leaving out? I think I got them all. Oh, yeah, there's keyboards. Oh, and washboards too. They get actually a girl from Pretty Girl Makes Scrapes play washboards on a couple tracks. And Cave Singers is a trio from Seattle. It has ex-members of this band called Hint Hint. The vocalist Pete Quirk used to be in this kind of electronic post-punk band called Hint Hint. They got another guy named Marty Lund to play drums. He was in a band called Cobra High. And a guy named Derek Fudesco, who was in Murder City Devils and also in Pretty Girls Makes Graves. So all these guys with these kind of, weird punk, electro-punk backgrounds, rock and roll backgrounds, formed this very simple folk rock band. And this is their debut album, and it's actually pretty good. It's got a lot of sentimentality, a lot of genuine, heartfelt lyrics, a lot of, not overly simple song arrangements, because they're pretty straightforward, but there's also cool accents, and they'll put horn accents and some weird melodica parts on there, but they don't overindulge themselves. This isn't an album that sounds like it's trying to be too folky or anything. They got a guy named Colin Stewart to produce it. He also produced albums for the bands of Black Mountain. But yeah, for the most part, this is just some mid-tempo acoustic songs. Sometimes they're a little sparse and melancholy, other times they're more driven and upbeat. But for the most part, this is an album that the whole sentiment is you have to get down to get up, feel bad to feel good kind of thing. But yeah, it's pretty substantial. It's got a lot of, well-written songs. The album itself is 10 songs and 37 minutes long, so it's not over long. It doesn't overstay its visit. It's not really contrived. It doesn't really get monotonous either. I'm not really a big fan of folk music or folk rock or even indie rock in general, but this album I really liked. I found it quite charming. The songs are pretty good. It doesn't have any electronics. It's pretty much an unplugged affair, even though some reviewers online were saying it has electronic accents on it. And I've listened to this album a lot, many times, and I don't really hear any electronics at all. All I hear is this acoustic guitars. Maybe there's a keyboard at some point, but for the most part, it's just just an unplugged acoustic affair to me. I don't know. But yeah, it's very honest, very raw. There's a couple of foot stomping parts. Good use of washboard, like I already said. My favorite songs on here are the first song. It's called Seats of Heaven, also Dancing on Our Graves. And the last song is called Called, is also a very good song. It's more of a slow, kind of depressing dirge of a song. But for the most part, it's an upbeat, kind of, sentimental little folk rock album. Cave Singers. There's the three guys there in a field hugging. There's them in a black and white picture. I don't know who's who, what the names are there. And on the inside, it's just lyrics. No pictures at all. And on the back of the CD, it's got your old kind of 70s LP, or it just has the songs, who wrote them, and how long the individual songs are. And if you go here, there's actually no one, they'll say who all the guest musicians are. There's nothing electronic there at all. Backing up vocals, trumpet, drums, trombone. So yeah, I don't know where they got their electronics from, but sounds a lot reminds me a lot of Band of Horses. Kind of reminds me of Blind Melon a little. Maybe it's because the vocalist has this very nasally, kind of, worn, aching kind of sound, but it's also kind of soothing. He's got a very unique voice, and it's kind of what's either going to make or break the band with you, so if you can get along with this guy's voice, because he's pretty much just carrying the song, even though the acoustic guitar and the arrangements also do a very good job carrying the songs too. But it's pretty much, it's always the singer who's going to make or break a band with you, right? But yeah, it's pretty much all I have to say about Cave Singers. Cave Singers' 2007 album, released on Matador Records, called Invitation Songs. Pretty decent album for indie rock meets folk rock kind of music. I really enjoyed it. Peace out.